Rosario has taken a full body chopping right from Mashiba and still got up. What can Mashiba do to counter him? Let's talk about it. But first, hands up, chins down. Ready, box! Right, so we're back with another banger of a chapter. Chapter 1476 called Cut Him Off, which Mashiba was going to do something because Rosario was not stopping. Now, we're in round 6 and things are crazy. You know, in the last video we did about this, it was Mashiba had knocked down Rosario with the overhand chopping right full body dish. And the reason he had done is because he hadn't thrown a single chopping right overhand the entire match using the dragon fish blow strategy. But he's only been attacking the body. But that landed and it dropped Rosario. However, Rosario got up at the count of 4 of all things. When he was hazy on shaking ground and still hurting, he still moved forward to fight Mashiba. Now, let's get into it. First panel, we see the crowd and it's saying, "Wow, they're going to continue? Can he just stay down?" And he says, "Mashiba, finish him off. The belt's right there." Everyone's cheering for him. And the author's note said, round 6 finishing up. Mashiba downs Rosario with a full body chopping right. But the champion's indomitable fighting spirit gets him back on his feet. And we see that Rosario, almost like he's drooling, and Mashiba hunched over, both breathing heavy, both haggard, both just staring each other down. They really want this belt. Only one of them can take it. One can be the world champion. You gotta win to get in. The next page, we see Mashiba attacking Rosario. And it says, "The challenger is on the attack. The champion is unsteady on his feet. Will this decide it?" And we just see Mashiba going back and forth, pushing Rosario back. Just giving it to him. Bang, bang, bang. Hooks, hooks, hooks. And one gets through. It's a long-range hook. A long-range uppercut. Almost looks like a smash. And it wipes Rosario's nose. Boom, his head snapped back. He tightens up his guard. And he's on wobbly ground. You see Mashiba sticking him back. The crowd is going bananas, cheering for him. He's about to go down. Go for it. Go, 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 go. Just one more time. One more punch will do. And we see Mashiba has a right hand cocked and loaded, aiming straight at Rosario. Rosario has his hands up, guard heavy. Mashiba throws his right hand cocked, and he bumps legs with Rosario at the worst possible time. He trips over Rosario and starts spinning. But the way he lands, you see he lands on his neck and it says a crack and a throbbing noise. And it highlights his spine. It's spinal.
Partial. Spinal. He did that.
It looks pretty bad. And I hope this isn't the end of Mashiba's career. But it's definitely something that's going to come into play later on. Because it's to shoot that image, because he could have just actively fell over. But they stopped it and showed that it affected his vertebrae around his neck area. So see what happens with that in the future. The announcer goes, "Their legs got tangled up. This was a slip, not a down." Hey, was that on purpose? That asshole. Kumi and Ippo still holding hands. And Ippo saying it wasn't on purpose. They are both just unsteady. And it's true, they're so tired and haggard. They've been fighting for what? 6 to 18 full minutes? Hard fighting? And then Saramura says, "Oof, that was his big chance. Did you lose thanks to something like that too?" Talking about Miyata. And the time they had in the Rookie King tournament. And here goes Saramura. "Losing the win like this feels like karma." Miyata thinks karma. Which, I'm telling you, Saramura has not let go of Mashiba beating him. He gave him a case of the beats and knocked him out of the ring. He's not let that go. Because technically he would have lost that match if Mashiba didn't lose his mind. And then his best homie, Sendo, stands up and says, "Uck that noise. Mashiba, can finish this already." He's shouting. It's time to put him down. Put him in the dirt. Strap your nuts on and get this done. Mashiba stands up, huffing and puffing. He's haggard. Rosario's haggard. And the announcer says the match continues. And Mashiba jumps out, throws a left hand. Rosario jumps into also throwing the right hand. And we see that the fall has not damaged him enough to make him quit. He keeps going in. Bam! And Mashiba's left lands first. Rosario strikes nothing but air. He backs up, that left tipped his hat. As he goes back, he's held down by the ropes. Announcer announces Rosario stumbles, but he's held up by the ropes. This looks like the end. Can Mashiba finish it here? The referee steps between them. The referee pushes in between them. Ding, 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 ding. And there's the gong. Round 6 is over. Woo! Some heat. Now the crowd is booing. God, he was so close. Next round for sure. Who's in the worst shape? It's gotta be Rosario. No, I think it's Mashiba. They're both hurt. What is going to happen next round? Round 7. Finish him in the next round. Rosario's coach says Rosario and stares at him. And we get a 2-page panel of just Rosario's face, bruised and bloody. He's been taking his beating, and it's showing. His hair is all over the place. Only one of his eyes is barely open. It's not going past round 7, y'all. His coach just thinks he's this beaten up. No way you can revive him in just a minute. What is this man? As he glances over at Mashiba's corner.
In effect, and he's lost the power that made him seem invincible. Yet he still fights. Why? For the girl? Madness! What is he?
Mashiba's coach in the corner, he's going crazy too. He's saying ice. No, wait, water. Forget it, either works. As we see the crew working hard, tirelessly to get Mashiba back revived. Head slumped over, ice pack on back, just breathing it. He says, stay. Coach says, don't try to talk. You're doing great out there. Don't bother talking. Just take deep breaths. We are so close. It's right there. He's motivating his fighter. He's so proud of him. You see Mashiba's again. He thinks to himself, just let me talk. The only reason I'm doing so well is because of you. His corner saying, slow, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, making a crazy face. Inhale, exhale, he thinks. You see Mashiba. I'm always one word short, huh? He has kind of a bit of shame on his face. Like, even in the middle of this match, he's doing so good. He's ashamed that the ones who helped him get to this point, he doesn't show them enough gratitude and appreciation. Seconds out. It was a quick time. So it says seconds out, everyone's leaving. And Rosario says to his coach, coach says what? He says, I definitely need to come back to Japan again. Which, foreshadowing, he'll be here again. We'll have a rematch. The first world title rematch, that would be dope. You know, but you gotta win to get in. Mashiba stands up, still in the haze. We see a vision of Mizutani, the man who gave him a hat, his probation officer. He thinks to himself, earlier why? Why didn't I say it? Coach says, focus. Mashiba says, to make up for it, I'll give you the belt. Coach nods his head, determined. Round 7 begins to be continued. Yo, this chapter was some heat, boy. It was some heat. I think the biggest takeaway I've seen, especially towards the end, was how quick the round felt, the recovery point. Like, that 1 minute felt so fast. When you're really fighting, like, 1 minute never feels long enough. Like, 1 minute might feel like 5 when you first start fighting, but around 6 or 7, that 1 minute's gonna feel like 10 seconds. I like how the Rosario, even though Rosario was really taking a brutal beating, he's still going forward and pushing for Mashiba. Mashiba does have some of the craziest looking fights, like the bloodiest, the most turned up. But this one's really taking the cake, you know. I might even put this one above the Saramura fight, and that was damn near my favorite fight in the whole series. I do think Mashiba's going to get it. I just don't see him losing. Round 7 is definitely going to be his round. Now, what he can do to beat Rosario is the real question, because he's put out his big gun already. I would say maybe fake it again, go for like an overhand and switch last minute, maybe go for a body blow, and it with the hook. That should get him. You know, stand-up was already at the end, and he's pushing hard. But one thing I do want to point out is the fact that Rosario wasn't even training for this fight. He wasn't training properly. He had to do last-minute fat camp and a weight cut, so he's already drained. And he's already drained. He's getting Charlie horses. So if he was at his best, I don't know how good Mashiba would do, because he's having a hard time with him. And he probably walked in the stadium at maybe 65% health. But hey, that's all that for this one, y'all. Catch you in the next video.
Win this! Run! We're almost there!